all the books that my father has written, Experiencing God, the workbook, has been purchased the most times and read by the most people. And that workbook has transformed millions of people's lives. But we also have a trade book. That is a book where there aren't interactive questions and study guides, but just a book that you read through. And a lot of people have enjoyed this. Not everyone feels comfortable filling in blanks and writing in answers as they work through a workbook. They just want a book that's just filled with those truths that they can read at their own pace on their own. And so this trade book was written for that purpose. And many people ask me what the difference is between a trade book and a workbook. And I would just say that the trade book here actually has more material in it because when we put the workbook together, we had to delete a number of stories and some of the study so that there was space for the interactive questions. And so actually there's more information in the trade book for those who just want to get as much information and truths as they can. I often encourage people, if you're going to lead a study in Experiencing God, or even just take the workbook as a study, that you also get the trade book, because it'll follow along in generally the same pattern, but there'll be a lot more information that you can access as well. So if you're ever wondering what the difference is between the workbook and the trade book, this has more information, more stories, and it's a great, you can either read it on your own and get all the information from the workbook, or you can use this as a resource so that you've got both the workbook and as much information as possible that my father and I and Claude King have made available. But I encourage you to read this if you like just to read through a book. All this material here, I know that if you'll read it carefully and prayerfully, God can use it to change your life.